Alright, rock fishing with the hookup baits. Very effective. Rockfish just absolutely love them. The problem is getting the hookup baits down to them. You know, the biggest we make is 1.5, you know, and a normal size. You know, we do the 3 and 4 ounce, but those are big baits, 8 inches. If you're just trying to catch rockfish, they like the, you know, the 5-inch baits a whole lot better. That's a lot easier for them to eat and everything else. So you put 2 1.5s on there. That's 2 5-inch baits. You're at 3 ounces now with 2 of them. I recommend doing all your rock fishing with a double rig. I mean, usually you're going down 120 feet to 200 feet or 250 feet is what we mostly do our hookup bait rock fishing with. So you might as well be pulling up 2 instead of 1, or having 2 baits down there instead of 1. And it's just easier to get down with 2 baits instead of 1. So, but then there's another really good trick on getting the baits down when you're rock fishing. You know, you meter your spot and everything else, and even the cattle boats are going to do this. They're going to park uphill or up current from whatever rock they metered the fish on. So what you're going to do is when you start floating, like right now we're drifting, we're going this way. So instead of dropping or throwing your bait this way, or even dropping it, you know, dropping it straight down is fine. You're going to get to the bottom, but it's going to start floating up as you're drifting away from it. So what we like to do is cast downstream. It's almost just like fishing a river. You know, if you're fishing a river, you're going to cast upstream and bounce it downstream. Same thing here, it's the same exact technique. So I like to do like a 45 off either the front or the back. So when your bait comes by, you're right in front of the boat, or you're right behind the boat, not underneath the boat. And you're going to watch your line, let it float to the bottom, and then usually if you're in the spot right when you hit the bottom, you're on. So once you hit the bottom, you know, your line dips right there. We're only in 50 feet here, so we made it there quick. And you're gonna just pop it. Just tap the bottom. You don't want to drag at the bottom. You don't want your bait sitting on the bottom, but you want to be tapping the bottom. You know, just so you can feel the bottom. You know you're in the right place. You know you're tapping the bottom, and then just fish it as it comes by the front of the boat or the back of the boat. Usually it's either right when it gets down or right when you're straight up and down on your bait, like I am now right here. That's when you get bit. That's the magic time right here. When you're straight up and down, you're feeling the bottom, the baits tap the bottom. You know, you can let it, once you go past the boat, you let a little line. You know, then once you start not feeling the bottom anymore, you know, you can give a little bit of line to it. You know, let it tap the bottoms more. Now, once you start dragging your bait, you know, your baits are just kind of dragging along. You'll get bit sometime doing that, but it's so much more effective in this area right here, where you're tapping the bottom. And then your dragging is less effective. I usually, once I start dragging, I reel it up, cast back upstream again. And, so that's a very effective way to fish rockfish with the hookup baits.